There are a lot of basic concepts in Bagua Zhang that are essential to the understanding of how to actually do the forms. One of those concepts is called wuji bifan. Wuji bifan just means that when something reaches its outer limit, the power dissipates and it has to return. So in a body motion, it's like you reach your outer limits, you pull back, recharge, resettle, gain your center again, and then you can push outward again in this fashion. Okay? So there are many different ways of doing Bagua, many different powers, different body mechanics we have in Bagua. It could be a pulling motion followed by a pushing motion, which you see very often in Tai Chi Chuan. The same thing. It could be a leading motion, very similar to Tai Chi also. It could be a lower push, a higher push. There are lots of different ways of spinning, turning, leading, lifting, penetrating, this sort of thing that you see in Bagua. We'll speak just briefly about how to gain whole body power while doing this. And by whole body power, I mean you're not isolating any one part of the body. So if I'm pushing someone, I'm not pushing from the shoulder, from the deltoids, down through the palm itself like this. It's a very weak position. And even adding the waist to that is still a weak position. You need to add from the ground up using the legs and then driving power from this push off into the ground, the larger thigh muscles, and then pushing away, and that's a much stronger push. If you've ever pushed a car, you'll know that you instinctively get into a position where you won't hurt your back, but you'll be grounded and transferring as much power forward as possible. So with a partner, I'm going to talk a little about how to use the whole body or composite power in Bagua to push someone or to pull someone. So as Scott steps in here, we're going to be looking at how to transfer as much forward momentum and energy from the body as possible using the right frame and the right posture. So he's going to squat slightly and relax here. He's giving me sort of a hand like this. He's put over his body here to give himself a stronger frame here and also give me something to work on as far as pushing on the arms or the elbows. Okay, so what you want to do is come in and just relax, number one, in a good posture. And try to use the back leg, first of all, to straighten it out and sort of push away. Okay, keep the hands relaxed as much as possible. Don't really tense the triceps or the deltoids here, the muscles in the shoulders. Just relax and then sort of stand up a bit and then try to move your partner in that fashion. Okay? So as we work on that, I'm going to step in and keep adding a little more power by pushing off on the back leg like this and trying to go directly into him like this fashion. Okay? And once again, keeping the hands soft. You see this often in Bagua, this sort of pushing movement. It could be one-handed or two. It could be coming like this. Okay? The same way in the Bagua form. Okay? So we can direct power from the back leg especially, although the front's involved, straight ahead like this. Okay? We can do a lifting movement, sort of up like this. Okay? And Scott's favorite, going into the body, which is like this, which brings you back into your heels. Okay? The upward movement, obviously, you use more lift and more rise of the body as you stand up. The lower one, we're kind of going into the front foot more as we push sort of down and in like that. That's called breaking the root. Okay? So we'll step back a little bit here. So we'll do a straight ahead push. Okay, so we'll step back in. We'll do an upward push, like that. And then we'll do a downward push, like that. And those three energies or body mechanical movements will actually put different power into the person. You can do this back and forth with a partner. We'll back up a little here. I'll step in, push lightly, okay? Step up, push lightly, step up, push lightly, and now it's my partner's turn. We'll come back, okay? Okay. Very good, and we'll come back this way. I'll do my lifting this time, like that, like that. And we'll come back the same, doing a lift. Good. I'll do the downward one, okay? Okay. Like that. And come back the same way, okay? You can also lift from the front of the body if you're in very close and you don't have enough weight on the back leg to use that, okay? So in this lift, I'm going to, or this push, I'm going to keep my back foot touching the mat, the very front of the foot down, and use my front leg to push. Okay, like that. Step in. I can do my lift. Okay. I can do my downward by stepping into the foot. Okay, like that. I can do a straight ahead push by coming off the back foot like this. Okay. We'll do one more with the foot up in the air. Okay. Push. Okay, I'll do my lift and my downward stomping movement, like that. Okay, thank you, Scott. So, this is very familiar with people doing pushing hands, but this sort of biomechanical structure goes across several platforms, be it Bagua Zhang or Tai Chi Chuan or Xing Yi Chuan or some other martial arts too. Once again, it's keeping composite power, composite energy, they call it, throughout the body, not pushing with the hands, but pushing actually with the floor itself, staying connected. Thank you very much.